ease. Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video, folks. Today we are predicting day 3 of the World Matchplay Darts 2025. We saw so many seeds tumbling out yesterday, and also 48 hours ago when Luke Humphreys and Nathan Aspinall gone out on Saturday night. Are there any more shocks and upsets tonight? We're about to find out. Welcome back to my channel, the World Matchplay Darts 2025 Day 3 predictions, betting tips, ACCA, order of play, and TV time. The first round of the 2025 Betfred World Matchplay concludes at the Winter Gardens on Monday, so check out Chris Cooper's match by match predictions, best bets, and suggest ACCA. Right, before we get into the YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, and it's good to get the notifications on and smash the like button. It took 2 seconds really. Come on, it's going to take 2 seconds. But first up, Chris Dobey versus Ricardo Pietrasco. The World Matchplay hasn't been a happy hunting ground for Chris Dobey so far, with just solitary quarter-final appearance in 2023. To go along with 3 first round exits in 5 appearances. He's a better player now, of course, but Ricardo Pietrasco is a dangerous opening opponent to kick things off on Monday. In terms of raw scoring power, Dobey is in a different league to Pietrasco with that in mind. Hollywood should be the master of his own destiny in this match, but Pietrasco certainly won't let him off the hook. If he stay within range to give himself enough shots at the double. Since landing the Players' Championship event last month, it's been steady stuff for Dobey, but he has been enough 100+ average performances along the way. And as a result, Dobey should avoid the upset. The match prices looked about right to me, and with Dobey 2-9 to hit most 180s in a minimise handicap, and would be the only way to approach in that fate of the game. But instead, I side with Pietrasco in the highest checkouts market at 6-4, given his year-long checkout percentage exceeds of that of Dobey, and the expectation that will win 7 legs means that there is just enough juice in that price. They played each other, 3 times, and it's currently 2-1 to Chris Dobey. I think Chris Dobey should have too much for Pietrasco. I'm going for him to win 10-6. Right, second matchup, Gerwin Price will face Daryl Gurney. Among seeing the draw, it's hard to not quickly case one mind's mind back to the stunning final of the World Cup, seeing Gerwin Price taking on Daryl Gurney, and what is surely one of the ties of the round. Since that painful rehearsal, Price has continued the excellent work, winning a World Series of Darts, Players' Championship and European Tour events, and the last named game just a week ago in Germany. The World Matchplay is the main tournament missing from Price's decorated CV, with a defeat in the 2022 to MVG. The only time he's reached that stage. Gurney, meanwhile, he's still entitled to be on the high from that career, being best third major triumph, while he was quick to praise compatriot Josh Rock. He more than played his part, but the draw hasn't been kind for Gurney here. But though on the balance of his 2025 form, Price may have too many guns in this first to 10 encounter against a player he has a very positive head-to-head record against. It's currently 13-5 to Gerwin Price. I'm going for Gerwin Price to win 10-7. And then third up, Michael van Gerwen versus Raymond van Barneveld. Michael van Gerwen against Raymond van Barneveld was historically head the billing as a clash of the former and current pre-emulate Dutch superstars. Van Gerwen is a 3-time winner of this event, while surprisingly Van Barneveld has failed to get his hands on the trophy, and he has just 1 final appearance to his name. And it's fair to say a bit of a lustre has been lost in more of recent times, but the latter obviously not so forced of old and the former going under the radar due to a very low-key 2025 so far. Van Gerwen's well documented. His personal issues are undoubtedly a major contributor to that, but a 51% win record is not a insignificantly period of time, but is uncharted waters for MVG. Among his return from the break, Van Gerwen has failed to average 100 in any of 4 matches, 2 wins and 2 defeats. In truth, he presents a real conundrum for punters. On one hand, we have a very vulnerable favourite. On the other, as ever, but negatives in his game to present, but very much factor into the market in truth. But I'm not totally convinced that RVB has the tools to capitalise unless MVG is way off it. But I think Van Gerwen will turn up and he'll come out all guns blazing. I think he will turn out and go out with a bang. And I think Van Gerwen leads 42-20 in our head-to-head. Currently, they only met 62 times, various times over the years. But I'm going for Van Gerwen to win 10-7. And then last on, Josh Rock versus Ross Smith. It's no aggregation that pre-Luke Littler, Josh Rock was the youngest, hail as the second coming. But while he failed to make the same intimidate waves on the main tour, but as Littler 2025 looks set to be the year in which Rock announced himself as a big player in majors. Rock was scintillating when lifting the World Cup for the Northern Ireland this summer in terms of raw averages this year, and only Littler and Humphreys have exceeded Rock's free dart figure. A third Players' Championship title has also been added in 2025, and to give you an indication of how Rock has kicked on since the World Cup glory, but he's recorded a three-figure average in 10 of his subsequent 19 matches. On the subject of heavy scoring, Ross Smith is certainly no slouch in that regard, though, and his numbers have dropped off in recent months in Players' Championship and European Tour events, but in the hope that Smith is backed on his usual game, but over 13.5 maximums in a match that odds against makes plenty of appeal. And with 2 clear leg ruling for this event, any additional legs really helps this bet, and such as the prowess of the pair of the treble 20 plus 18 legs really outed to be enough on this line to be surpassed. I'm going for Josh Rock to win 10-8, but they played each other 5 times, currently 3-2 to Josh Rock. I'm going for Josh Rock to win 10-8. That's my prediction then for day 3 of 2025 World Match Play. The first round draw to a close before our last 16 lineup. Who will win the Phil Taylor Trophy become Sunday night? Leave on your comments below, and we'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Bye. Peace out.